Welcome to Auntie Barbara's Story Time, where I take the opportunity to read some of the books that I have at home and from my shelf and share it with you. So I do hope you'll encourage your children to listen to this clip and join in. It's so important to hear stories because it allows the children to have a love for stories. It allows them to want to pick up their own book and read it. Not only that, it lays a foundation for literacy skills because they hear rich language, they hear the pattern of language, they hear repetitive words that they learn to acquire and use. They hear all the tools and devices that writers use, such as alliteration, onomatopoeia, rhyming words, verbs, adjectives. We can actually point these out to them and help them acquire the skills for writing later on. And also, many authors have beautiful, rich ideas. Our children can take these ideas and become rich thinkers, rich creative thinkers, and come up with their own ideas for writing their own stories. So it's really important to listen to stories. That is the foundation of early reading. Okay, so let's get started. I'm really honoured to be reading one of my friend's book. He's called Michael Williams and he is part of the BSI Publishing. They publish many books on scientists, mathematicians, inventors throughout the world, and particularly black inventors and black writers and black scientists, to help our children realise that they are people that are that we have made a significant contribution to the world that we live in as black people. So this story is called Mr. and Mrs. Ken, and look at the beautiful pictures on the front cover. And my dear friend has actually signed it for me, which is wonderful as well. So meet Mr. and Mrs. Ken. They live at number 9 8th Street, but their front door says number 10. Can you see? Having the wrong number on their front door caused such a muddle that nobody ever went to visit the friendly couple. Oh, how sad. For 7 years, they lived at number 9 without a single visitor. Oh dear, how sad. But they had 6 children to look after, so it did not seem to matter. So there's number 1 and number 2, and I can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6 children. Lovely concept. Every day at 5, the whole family sat down and had tea together. They were all very happy, but they always wondered what it would be like to have a visitor. People said they were going to visit, but nobody ever came. They always said they could not find the right house. Their stories were all the same. One day at 4 o'clock, there was a knock on the door. Had somebody come to tea? Mr. Ken opened the front door to see. On the doorstep was not 1 visitor, but 2, but 3. They had all come to join Ken family for tea. So there's number 1, 2, and 3. It seemed that finding the right house was easier than before. Mrs. Ken was making the tea, so the smell of her cooking led them to the right door. Have you noticed a pattern? The story has all numbers from 1 to 10. Can you see? Yes, I can see number 1, 2, 3, 9, 7. What other numbers can you see? Yes, can you see 5? Even the sun has numbers. Wow, amazing. And the table and the chairs and the bookshelf. Wonderful story. Thank you for reading this, and I hope you all agree it can be fun learning numbers, especially with Miss the Ken family. There we go. Wasn't that a lovely story? A lovely short story. So it looks like Mr. Williams, Michael Williams, used numbers to create a lovely story here. Can you think of your favourite numbers? What would they do in your story? My favourite number is 7. And it could be lucky 7. Wherever he goes, 7 brings him luck. He unlocks his door and walks out his house and see a number tree 7. And on the number tree 7, there's 7 apples. But one drops. Oh no, and he is most disappointed that it's now 6. So he tries to fix it.